This might get weird.
I know you're waiting for the podcast to start. I know you're waiting to hear those words, are we rolling? But first I want to know, are we buying tickets to our tour? You guys, we are coming on tour, and it's very possible we're coming to your city or a city close enough for you to make a fun weekend or road trip out of it. Here's where we're headed. In September 15th, Portland, Oregon. The 16th, Seattle. The 17th, Denver. The 24th, Minneapolis. 25th, Chicago. The 26th, Detroit. Then in October, on the 9th, we're headed to Austin. The 10th, Houston. The 13th, Charlotte, North Carolina. Come represent. Do not embarrass me in front of my family. Get a full audience there. And then in November, we're in Nashville, Tennessee on the 10th and Cincinnati on the 11th. Y'all, come. It'll be so much fun. It's part podcast, part stand-up, part just losing our minds as we always do. So come hop into this critter corner. You will not regret it. Go to thismightgetweird.com for regular tickets, normal admission. Come see the show, have the best time. And then there's also VIP tickets where we do a meet and greet afterwards, and you get a signed poster. I'm so excited. Are we rolling?
We're rolling.
Oh, well then cheers, Grace Helbig.
Cheers, Mamrie Hart.
We are still on a time difference, more so than last time. It was only 2 hours, and now I'm in North Carolina, so it's officially 3.
Officially at your destination.
Officially made it, but so that's why I'm having, it's 5:20. So I'm having a low-calorie IPA.
Ooh.
Chased with electrolyte water.
What? Can you imagine explaining that to your great-grandmother?
Seriously, what the fuck is electrolyte water? I don't think it's a great name for it.
Electrolyte water? Yeah.
It sounds like you might get shocked.
Yeah. It doesn't roll off the tongue, but because it sounds like something I don't understand, I'm the doof that goes, well, this must be, complex and wonderful for me. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I don't know.
I'm watching you drink tea.
Coffee. Coffee. Tea. It's coffee.
Oh wow, you're doing a 222 coffee?
Yeah. I'm playing with fire right now.
Seriously, smells.
3 p.m. is like my cutoff, and even that's, I know when I've can't fall asleep at night that I have to think back, and it's usually because I did caffeine past 3 p.m. and that's what being an adult is. It's just gentle limitations on yourself.
Yeah, gentle limitations. I've been drinking beer more often, just like when you're on the road and thirsty, and this is like the beer city of America. I have been so uncomfortably gassy the last like two nights ago, Chip and I were watching TV, and I was like, I just gotta lay down on the floor. I just need to get in a position like I'm going to birth a 10-pound fart.
I've never been much of a beer drinker, but I'm no stranger to uncomfortable gas constantly. Yeah. So it doesn't appeal to me because of that mostly, that I'm like, I am susceptible to being gaseous, and so I don't need to be tempted with something that just will light me up.
2 things. It's so delicious. And the thing I like about beer is this is a new love affair again, as of last summer when I was here, is that there's just so many different types. Yeah. It's like with wine, there's lots of different nuances, but for the most part, you got to be pretty fucking knowledgeable to tell the difference in a couple Cabernets. But with beer, there's so many different varieties. It's fun to taste the rainbow, if you will.
Yeah.
But secondly, I just figured out your boxer name. Gaseous Clay.
Thank you. Yep, that's it. That's also my drag queen name. It's gonna be. I'll just combine both worlds. I have a question.
Oh my God, I love questions.
Now that you've completed, technically, you and Chip have done your first cross-country road trip. Yeah. What are your thoughts on it?
Wow.
Was it? Because I feel like people romanticize the idea of driving cross-country. Right. And so I wonder how, was it spectacular and adventurous, or was it just kind of,
No, it was fun because we made stops. Mm-hmm. So when I talked to you last time, I was in Austin and we were doing 3 nights there, which were a blast. And then we left there, went to New Orleans, stayed 2 nights, and then 2 nights in Atlanta and here. So we straight up took 10 days to get here, 11 days.
Great.
Something crazy. So we took our time. So it was love. That in itself was really fun to like see friends along the way, etc. But holy shit, like Pete Buttigieg, you better work because the roads of this country are fucked up. Like it was like 8 hours from Austin to Louisiana. And I don't think my least favorite thing is being in the passing lane with the like the barrier up, having to pass a truck.
Oh, every single time I'm able to do it, I think that's a miracle and I'll never be able to do that again.
I feel like I'm just Tokyo Drift. Yeah, same. But the thing is that it was like that the entire friggin' way for those 8 hours. So it was either just, deal with it.
Yeah.
Or this is going to take 12 hours. So I was just on edge. I was like exhausted.
Clenched. Yeah.
And it rained the whole time.
Oh, wow.
From like Marfa to give or take Atlanta. So, it wasn't the beautiful, I'm assuming, we got to get back at some point.
Yeah.
That maybe we'll go a different way that's more like longer, but through some national parks or something.
Yeah. Get some variety going. Yeah.
Yeah. This was like highways and saying hi to friends. And it was I had such a good time.
Great.
I loved it. Chip's little brother and his girlfriend came up to Atlanta.
Cute.
And he's just like, carved out of sugar sweetness.
That's
so
great.
It was a good time, but I'm happy to be here.
Yeah. Has Asheville changed in the last year since you've been there?
I'm actually in a little town 15 minutes outside of Asheville called Black Mountain, which is super freaking cute. And this house is cute and the AC is good. So that's all that matters.
Yeah, truly.
Seriously. But we've just kind of been lazy and chilling. He's playing a disc golf tournament on Saturday, like his first in a really long time.
Whoa.
So we're like doing that. And you're not going to believe this shit, Grace.
Huh.
We're like a block from a little lake.
Yeah.
We both went jogging.
Not together.
Not together.
Okay,
Not
I was
together.
going to say, oh my God, you guys have changed.
No,
Holy
we're not
shit.
disgusting.
I know that is a level that I don't know I'll ever get to.
No, yesterday I got out of what was I doing? I don't know if I was in a meeting or I got out of the shower. I forget. Oh no, I was just outside writing because I was preparing for something.
I like that you can't tell the difference between getting out of the shower or a meeting.
I know. I was just like, I know I was away,
yeah,
but within the house, and I came in and I couldn't find Chip anywhere. And you know how that is. Like literally. Today alone, he's hidden behind something and scared me. So I'm walking through the house prepared for anything. He could be in the dryer at this point, And I'm like, where the fuck is he? And his car is here. I'm like, this is a very safe neighborhood. What's going on? I call him. He goes, blah, 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 hang up. And I'm like, is he in a trunk? Right?
Yeah.
I call him back immediately. He just goes, I just said I was running. And I was like, what? Like he didn't get... He says he told me before he left. He did not. I was just like, huh? And so I hang up.
This is a new kind of prank for you.
I haven't seen him go. We've been dating 4 years this month. Like, I've never seen this. So I get beans. I take her for a walk. We run into him and he goes like, I lost. He was like, I got thrown off. I threw up. This is where we are in our cardio journey.
You got to start somewhere. You really got to start somewhere.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
It was a rough go.
Well, he'll be in top form for the competition.
Absolutely. Oh, my God. Yeah, we went with him yesterday and did the trail, and it was just like so many hills and me just holding beans. Just doing the trails with a 5-pound weight.
Do they wear anything special to compete?
No.
Oh, that's a little
because
bit of a letdown.
It's every man for themselves.
Right. But I mean, so they don't show up. I mean, they could, I guess, if they want to be obnoxious. Like a costume. Really brand themselves in the competition. Or do they just wear numbers, like a 5K or something?
Yeah, I don't even think they have to have it pinned on. I think they're in groups and they know their name.
Gotcha.
But if we wanted to start a tournament, where they had to come as a theme, I'm about it.
I feel like we should, Pomp and Circumstance is the name of a tournament that I'd like to start. And it's just some type of physical activity, but the only requirement.
We do like disky business and everyone has to come in just big white shirts with no pants underneath. Could you imagine walking into the woods and seeing 50 disky business Tom Cruises sliding around?
Trying to slide around in like hiking boots.
Yeah.
That would be, I mean, you can't really say that outright in like a Facebook post trying to promote the competition, but I think it's implied.
I'm going to say you can wear briefs or boxers, but they cannot be visible from below the dad-sized business white collared shirt.
What would Tom do? You know?
Oh my God. So if I thought of another, well, this is a pun event. You know how last year I wanted to do the event for the derpy dogs here?
Yes.
And I just didn't have time and it was like super lockdown.
Yeah.
If they can get their shit together and if we can figure out like the disinfecting shower caps for a microphone, I want to do a karaoke night, but spell it like care. CARE.
Oh.
And it's karaoke for the little dumb doggies.
I think that's great. I mean, just encourage everyone to bring their own microphone. BYOM.
Yeah, only podcasters show up. And I'm like, this is the worst night of my life. No one will shut the fuck up.
No one's doing karaoke. Everyone's just giving their opinions about relevant topics right now.
They're just promoting their podcast. Oh, my God.
I think that's a great idea if it can get worked out. Or karaoke with no mics. That would be the most awkward competition ever.
Oh God, like acapella okie. Ugh,
no thank you. No thanks.
Speaking of dogs though, I thought this was funny. So when we were in New Orleans, one of Chip's friends he works with lives there, and I know them because they work on Bar Rescue, and they were having like a family get together cookout, and they were
cute.
They were like, you guys should come over, come have a beer, etc. And I was like, when I go somewhere, I want to go do like a local thing.
Yeah.
I'd much rather go to some cookout. So we go there and they've got like one of those big rentable inflatable water slides in the front yard.
Great.
Kids just getting bruises.
Yep.
Like left and right, you know?
Yeah. Just rug burns from like just sun rubber.
Just cousins hitting each other in the head and pulling each other down the slide. It was great. And we had a wonderful time. But it made me laugh so hard because his friend's dad was there and he was like fully New Orleans. Like, I can't even replicate that accent.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty spectacular because it's a lot of different accents all in one.
Exactly. Like sometimes it sounds Southern, but some like the whole like Cajun-ness of it.
Yeah.
Like I will not even do those wonderful people. The injustice of like that's what it sounds like to me. So anyway, we're talking to her dad and he's lovely. And like Beans is being so good.
Okay.
She's chilling. All these little girls are coming up to pet and she's like oddly just like letting them do it and wagging her tail.
That's great. Okay.
Which doesn't happen, you know? She was the toast of the fucking town.
Look at her go.
All the little cousins loved her. Right. And so we're there an hour. She has been just nothing but good. I'm sitting across talking to the dad. And then like one like 13-year-old female cousin goes by and Beans just goes off, you know, just fully loses her mind.
And this little girl doesn't even interact with Beans to cause this. Okay.
Just walking past to go back up the water slide, right? This like preteen. And the dad just goes, dogs can sense evil. And I was like, isn't that your granddaughter? He goes, I'm just saying. Dogs know when somebody's evil. And that dog was barking at that girl.
I mean, Beans does have like an old woman demeanor that can't really make out what people look like. So sometimes she mistakes people for other people and then just has a triggered reaction because of it.
Yeah, I don't know who Beans thought it was, but I just thought it was so funny that this man was like fully throwing his granddaughter under the bus and just being like, I mean, your dog's not randomly barking. She's probably evil at the end of the day. And he was talking about like one time he had a dog that barked at a guy who was his friend and the friend turned out to be a bad guy.
Wow.
So like the dog knew all along.
All right. Well, you know, here's hoping the granddaughter wasn't in earshot of the grandfather just telling a stranger that she's probably evil.
Yeah, evil. That made me laugh so hard. Because, you know, they say like dogs can see ghosts and shit.
Yeah, they have senses that I think are... I mean, they could sense like emotional pain and suffering and that sort of thing.
That's true. I'm always creeped out by those stories of like, this old folks home has a cat that goes and sits with the person that's about to die.
Like a therapy cat.
But I think of it more as like a Grim Reaper.
Yeah, it is a bit, it's wild, but like, ancient Egyptian religions like thought that cats were like, like Zolos, like they were the people that took to the afterlife and like highly regarded.
True, but if I was in a senior care center and Mittens came and sat with me, I'd be like, bitch, move.
Yeah, if
they're going to stop paying attention to me because they think I'm on my way out.
Turn the corner, bring it like, we brought you Mittens. I'd be like, no, you get the fucking cat away from me.
Absolutely. Fuck that cat. I love a good challenge. Like, for example, this morning I went for a jog for the first time in years. And tonight I'm making cacio e pepe and trying to perfect that. It's all about balance, you guys. The point is, when I like a good challenge, I go to Best Fiends. It is so much fun. They've got tons of challenges being updated every month, so you're never gonna get tired of this game. They've got cute little fiends. I'm obsessed with all of them, and every month they put them in a new challenge and a new costume. One day they're dressed like Mozart, the other day it's a punk fiend. You are going to be obsessed. It is awesome for those moments when you want to challenge yourself a little, and you can play as little or as much as you want. It's always gonna save that level. But fair warning, once you start, you probably won't want to put it down. Seriously, I love it when I'm on a flight because you don't have to be connected to the internet. I love it when let's just say it, when I'm on the toilet, okay? We all know that's what's going down. Like I said, the Fiends are super cute. They're these characters that are like little monsters, I guess you would say, and you collect them and level up as you play. There's Bebert the Bumblebee, Vincent the Moth, which is hilarious, and you're gonna have your own favorites as well, so give it a shot. Summer break is perfect time to get away, but wherever you go, you don't have to miss out on the fun of Best Fiends, whether you're at the mountains, the pool, at the beach. I'm just not a beach person, you guys. Wherever you go, Best Fiends can tag along. So download the 5-star rated puzzle game Best Fiends free today on the App Store or Google Play. That's friends without the R. Best Fiends.
Okay, you want Chinese, they want pizza, someone else is craving froyo. There's something for everyone on DoorDash. DoorDash connects you with restaurants you love right now and right to your door. And now you can get the grocery essentials you need with DoorDash too. You can get drinks, snacks, and other household items delivered in under an hour. Ordering is easy. You open the DoorDash app, you choose what you want from where you want, and your items will be left safely outside your door. With the contactless delivery drop-off setting, with over 300,000 partners in the US, Puerto Rico, Canada, and Australia, you can support your neighborhood go-tos or choose from your favorite national restaurants like Popeyes, Chipotle, and our favorite here on the podcast, Cheesecake Factory. For a limited time, you guys can get 25% off and 0 delivery fees on your first order of $15 or more when you download the DoorDash app and enter code TMGW 2021. That's 25% off up to a $10 value and 0 delivery fees on your first order when you download the DoorDash app in the App Store and enter code TMGW 2021. Don't forget, that's code TMGW 2021 for 25% off your first order with DoorDash. Subject to change, terms apply. We saw Suicide Squad over the weekend.
We watched it 2 nights ago. 2 things.
Flula's amazing.
Flula looks amazing.
Yeah.
Second of all, he's in that movie like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted more Flula.
Oh, same. Yeah, I was also like, wait a minute. Is that he's now dying? And no spoilers. But who gives a fuck?
Whatever. Go watch the movie. It's really fun, even if you know that part.
Yeah, he has a scene that is indicating he will not be in the rest of this movie. Is this really happening? Yeah, I was too like,
totally.
This can't be all, right?
I know. And when it was, sorry, this is spoilers, so plug your ears for 15 seconds if not. But I was like, oh, okay, well, they're going to resurrect. And then you'd see someone's like face get shot off. You'd be like, guess it, they're not going to resurrect.
Yeah.
No, I thought he did great, but I was watching it. And when I came to terms with the fact that his character was dying before the titles,
I know.
And other stars that are like built throughout the whole movie.
When they put the title screen up, I was like, we're at the title screen? I thought we were 20 minutes into this movie already.
But here's what killed me is like, I see all the stuff he posts on Instagram of like, he gained 25 pounds of muscle for this, whatever. I'm
Total body transformation.
I would have been like, CGI me, bitch.
Yeah.
There's no fucking way I'm working out to be killed off in the title sequence.
I know. It does make me wonder because
if he was taking advantage of a free trainer.
Well, there's that angle, which I wasn't coming in on. But,
I mean, hello, if DC Comics is paying for professional level training, I'd be like, yeah, I'll take it.
Sculpt me. I will deal with it. I wonder how many scenes they shoot versus how many they use. Like if those movies are so secretive, like if he shot way more that got cut in the final cut, because you have stuff like the whatchamacallit, Zack Snyder cut that was 4 hours of Batman. So you're like,
that's true. And they were already asking them like during the premiere if they should release Zack Snyder's cut of this or something. I don't know.
Which just means 10 more hours of footage.
I can't keep up. Our friend, I think I might have also said this on a podcast. I'm sorry, though. The tweet stayed with me. Okay. Our friend Dan Chamberlain, when the Snyder Cut came out, he goes, the only Snyder Cut I like is the one that Snyder's hard pretzel rod just did in my mouth. Like, oh, man.
It's so silly and harmless and wonderful.
Pretzel rods are dangerous.
They really are.
But no. Flula did great, and I'm hoping maybe we'll get like a prequel.
Yeah.
Maybe Javelin has a twin brother. Chip was like, I watch anime. Anything can fucking happen after someone dies.
That's true. I'm hoping that if he's a fan favorite, that they start using him in some capacity, because there's no rules in any of these universes.
I did enjoy the movie. Again, spoilers, you guys. I didn't like that there's 9 trillion rats in it.
Oh my God. Because look, I watched this Stony Baloney, and so I can't even remember most of it. However, I do remember screaming with Elliot on the couch going, Mamrie can't watch this. Mamrie can't watch this movie. And then it kept going and it kept going and it kept going.
Look, there was a part of me that the first time I saw the fucking rat with the backpack, I was like, I'm pretty sure Flula's dead. Maybe I could turn this off.
Yeah.
I could do it. And then Chip, of course, was like, babe, you gotta get through it. And I was like,
wow.
And then I was like, okay, she's got one rat. And then it was like, okay, she summoned some rats. And then it was like, okay, it's a New York City full of rats.
I completely forgot about that because I was...
Oh, I'll never forget about that.
I was howling, being like, this is like someone took Mamrie's actual worst nightmare and put it into a box office smash hit movie that everyone has to see and put her good friend in it so that she'd have to see
I have to see it.
Yeah.
It was wild. I mean, like, we were watching it and like just Beans put her hand on me and I was like, bitch, get out.
No, it was comically so much. So if you haven't seen it yet, guys, watch it just to experience the moment where you can imagine Mamrie was the most triggered. It was... I mean,
I don't see how anyone wasn't a little bit.
No, I was. And I don't even have like the degree of, fear and terror that you have around rats. But yeah, it was pretty wild. I will say, speaking of stuff that we've been watching, there's this new docuseries on HBO Max that I am so deeply obsessed with called
It's not about murder, is it?
No, it's so good. You would love this. I still can't believe it's not scripted. It's called Small Town News, KPVM Pahrump. So it's about this independent... Yeah, exactly. It's a area outside of Vegas in Nevada. It's an independently owned news channel, news station. And it just chronicles how insane it is to work at this place. It's owned by Vern and his wife, Rhonda.
Wait, to work at the news station or to like live outside of Vegas?
Both. So it kind of covers like that through the lens of these people that have worked at this news station for like 27 years or something. It was created by this guy, Vern, and his wife, Rhonda, who like weeps in the first episode because she wishes that she had been famous and instead is an accountant at the news station. But it's like The Office, but like real in real life.
How many episodes are there?
There's only 3 out so far. It comes out every Monday. And they're like 29 minutes. I wish they were hours long.
One more question.
Incredible.
Is it archival or is it current day?
It's from this last year. And
okay, wow.
Yeah, and it's wild because they're trying to break into the Vegas news syndicate. They haven't done that yet. So they literally have to like drive to Vegas to buy an antenna that they have to put up like in the dirt around their station. But the cast of characters, like there's this one woman named Deanna who is like the resident veteran news anchor. Because everyone else, there's like, 5 people that work at this station and everyone constantly is leaving. They're constantly throwing goodbye parties for people that are leaving.
Oh my God. I love that they still throw them though. That's sweet.
And it's like Deanna's doing it, who's like this very greedy and kind of like silly but strange, like woman in her probably 40s, 50s, 60s maybe. And she does like everything. Like she takes the cameras out to scenes. She like listens to news scanners. There's just a scene at one point where she's talking to this like other kind of gritty woman who's a police officer in town. And she's trying to get like a tip for a story. And she's like, so Betty, explain to me, why am I getting these texts that there's these dogs like eating a dead body in town? And Betty's like, huh? She goes, yeah, didn't that happen That happened a couple years ago. Why am I getting these texts about it? And Betty goes, it's a new one. There's a new one like 2 weeks ago.
Jesus Christ.
And it's like, and then they just cut to the next scene of them just like in their office, like doing their makeup in the bathroom.
But you know what? I mean, according to New Orleans Grandpa, that person's probably evil.
Right.
Oh, and the dog was getting that evil out of here.
How genuine this entire world is. I can't speak highly of it enough. I encourage everyone to check it out. It looks like it looks like it should be a sitcom, but it's real life. I'm fascinated by it.
Well, speaking of some drama that happened in real life.
Yeah,
Chip and I were in New Orleans and we are staying at our friend's Melissa's house and she has a porch. We've been there. We've crawfish boiled there, etc. And first of all, we're sitting on the porch and we're having a cocktail and we've had a couple beers. And then I was like, yes, let's get stoned as hell. Yeah. And then the second I got really high, I got a text that was like, you didn't get that part. I was like, Grace knows. I had been auditioning for a TV show and I got like the closest I've been in years, like Zooming with the director. In my head, I'm already spending the money. I'm already, doing the thing. And then for 3 days, I was like, can we just find out? Because I'm like on my way to North Carolina. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I just...
And that's the gag too, is that everyone books stuff when they're unavailable or headed out of town. So you're like, the universe is going to do it again for me.
We're going to go. And I was just like, whew. I looked at Chip. I'm like, I am so high. And then I look at my phone. It was like, sorry, didn't get it. And I was like, oh no. I'm going to question my entire existence in this industry.
And then you're going to have to check it sober and just be like, well, I got to make sure I didn't make this up to myself last night.
No. And then I like hearted the text from my manager and I was like, oh, well, what a bummer. I was looking and I was like too emotional.
Yeah. Got it. Anytime I try to text someone back when I'm high, it takes me hours to make a sentence.
I'm too sweet.
And then I have to read it out loud to Elliot multiple times to be like, is this a sentence or is this not a sentence? And I've just added a lot of words together.
Did I accidentally say love you to my manager? But that wasn't the drama. So I was like, well, and Chip's being sweet. He's like, oh, I'm sorry, babe. I know you really wanted it. Like being comforting because like when I have a panic attack, I'm very much like, I'm too high for this.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there and then on her front porch where we're sitting on the swing, there's like a big bush. So you can't see the street, You have to walk around it and go downstairs. So the street is blocked and, there's like a couple teens hanging out. Couple boy teenagers hanging out on the streets around their cars. And then we hear a car come up, skid on the tires. And then we hear bop, 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 bop. And I was like, oh my God, what just happened?
Fuck.
Like we can't see it.
Yeah.
The girls who like them straight up rolled up and egged the fuck out of their cars right in front of them. And they were like, that's what you get, bitch. And they were like, you did not just egg my car. You did not just egg my car. And it was
the
like
girls
an hour
that like
dance.
them?
Yeah, because like they were clearly going back and forth. Like they get out of the car, they like act like they're about to fight each other, but like it's just an excuse to get like for your boobs to touch them. You know what I mean? Where you're like, well, we're gonna fight, whatever. You know, like, and we just watched this teenage dance of like masking flirtation with aggression forever. And then like, you know, he said,
oh no.
Then at what point he was like talking shit to the girl who was the friend who was doing this to help the other girlfriend get close to them. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's a sitcom that writes itself. Yeah.
He was just like, blah, 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 white trash, whatever. She gets out of the car. And of course, it's teenagers. So he was like, oh no, and starts like running away from her. Like they're just chasing each other down the street. And she goes, your mama's a hoe. Your mama sucks dick. Your mama. Then they get in the car. They drive off. Okay. And then, of course, the kid is like, dude, my fucking car is covered in eggs. Like, this is fucked up. And is like, now he's a big tough guy.
Yeah.
And they come back. They're like, and furthermore. And then he's like, it's not cool what you said about my mama. And then they're almost kissing. And I was just like, Chip, is this actually happening? And we were right behind the bush so they couldn't see us. And so I was like, I don't want to out myself as the fucking almost 40-year-old.
But this is
watching
your part.
This.
This is the part you're born to play, is the nosy neighbor. It's a moment.
I was literally creeping through a bush with my big ass eyeballs, watching everything go down.
It's like this modern Shakespeare play happened on the streets of New Orleans in front of you.
No shit. The girls pulled off and pulled back like 4 times. And like with 5-minute intervals. Then we'd listen to the boys shit talk and assess the situation. Then the girls would come back and then they'd be all tough again. And then like they went somewhere else. But the next morning we came out and I was like, there's a full carton of eggs in the street. Which leads me to...
Yep.
I was like, so I was never that tough. Like I wouldn't have egged someone in front of their face. But did you ever have like a getting caught toilet paper egg scenario in high school?
I egged a kid's car when I was in college. And I kind of hooked up with this kid from my high school, but like it wasn't until
he wasn't still in high school.
No. We had graduated. It wasn't until after we graduated that we were like loosely hooking up, and then I found out he was like dating someone else on the side or something like that. And
no.
I had come home from college to like visit, and it was middle of winter, and my friend and I thought egging cars was so funny at the time. We just thought it was so stupid. So we went and we egged his car.
Do you remember what he drove?
Oh God, it was he was like trying to be a DJ or something at the time. So it was some stupid South Jersey car, like a Spider or something like that. They thought it was so cool.
Something that you would need exterminated.
Yeah, but we thought we saw
Eagle
like
Talon.
His like dad when we were driving. So we didn't even know if we actually like hit the car. We just like did it and then drove away as fast as possible because we thought we saw a person. We found out like months later that because it was winter time, the egg froze on his car and ruined his whole paint job on his car. And he had to spend like a few $1,000s to get it fixed, and he never knew who did it to him. And I was like,
you never like admitted it?
No.
You never gossiped to someone and it got through the grapevine?
No, never came up. And so, I was like, oh, that's fun to hear. I didn't know. We did it. And then we were like, the thrill of it. Let's go. And that's it. But yeah, I've never done toilet paper. So doing it for Dirty 30 when we were shooting that movie, I was like, this is the first time I've ever actually done this.
It's so wasteful. Like thinking about quarantine when it was like wiping your ass with leaves. Like, remember when we used to do that?
Exactly.
No.
Wait, have you ever done that?
I haven't done egging a car, but I did. I remember in high school, there were these 2 boys who went to the next school, and one of my friends hooked up with one of them, and then like it got through the grapevine that he said she was easy.
Oh, see?
Or something like a slut. Like something like that where it's like you both hooked up.
Yeah. A woman
Like-
scorned.
Yeah, misogyny. So we were like, let's go fucking eggs. Like, let's go do something. And we like started to get eggs out of the car. And then I was like, hold up. And I looked and her parents had like a 3-gallon bucket of potato salad.
Oh, no. Like a Costco.
Like a full Costco pail, would feed 50 people.
Yeah.
And so we went to his car and we dumped a lot of potato salad on the hood.
Yeah.
And then we took a thing of rainbow sprinkles.
Nice.
And did it on top, like a potato salad sundae, right?
Yeah.
But the same thing happened where it rained.
Oh, yeah.
And the dye from the sprinkles spread, but the potato salad was there to like hold it in.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Oh, it really just stained the whole car.
So it was just like a rainbow cloud of potato salad on his white ass car.
Oh, wow.
And then he had, and I think it was a thing where we were never found out, but then he had his suspicions. And then I think like 5 years or like a few years later, we came back from college and we were like, oh God, remember we did that? And he was like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Like he was like not over it. And I totally get it. Like we messed with his money. But like at the time we were like, who cares?
I know. I mean, and we have the generation that didn't have as many Ring cameras in the neighborhood. So it was less, likely that you would be caught as much.
Absolutely. However, oh my God, I haven't thought about this in a long time.
Yeah.
However, okay, there was also a time in high school, and y'all, we were bored. There wasn't shit to do.
We barely had internet, and it took forever, and you had to fight with your siblings to be able to use your one family computer.
I remember my high school boyfriend and I broke up, and he immediately started dating a girl in the grade below me, and he was a grade above me. And so I was like, she's too young for you, etc. But we like had our words. Oh my God, Chip is about to walk in with no shirt on. Y'all, it is summertime, it is sweltering, and the same thing always happens. You get into a nice cold room, you put your air conditioning down to Antarctica, but after a couple hours you wake up sweating. Them sheets are keeping in the heat. Well, not if you use Brooklinen. Brooklinen has crisp sheets that breathe to keep you cool so you can say goodbye to those sweaty summer nights. And here's the thing. They create beautiful, high-quality home essentials that aren't going to cost you an arm and a leg. And people, what a success. They work directly with manufacturers to make luxury available directly to you without the luxury level markups. It's direct to you. They cut out the middleman and all the middle cha-chings that you end up paying out of pocket. So you get their amazing array of products at a reasonable price. They've got everything you need. They've got all different kinds of products, all different kinds of colors, all different kinds of patterns. I have their sheets, which are lovely. I adore them, but they also have cozy robes and even loungewear. It's not just for your bedding, it's for you from head to toe. They also come with a 365-day warranty, and fans are confident too. They've received over 75,000 5-star reviews and counting. Oh, man, I'm tired just saying this, which makes me want to crawl into my Brooklinen sheets. So give yourself the comfort refresh you deserve and get it for less at Brooklinen. Go to brooklinen.com and use promo code GETWEIRD to get $20 off with a minimum purchase of $100. That's BROOKLINEN.com and enter promo code GETWEIRD for $20 off with a minimum purchase of $100. That's brooklinen.com, promo code GETWEIRD.
If you're carrying a credit balance month after month, it can feel like you're in a never-ending cycle of debt. Upstart can help you make that final payment so you can get ahead. Upstart is the fast and easy way to pay off your debt with a personal loan all online. Whether it's paying off credit cards, consolidating high-interest debt, or funding personal expenses, over 500,000 people have used Upstart to get one fixed monthly payment. Upstart knows you're more than just your credit score and is expanding access to affordable credit. Unlike Unlike other lenders, Upstart considers your income and current employment to find a smarter rate for your loan. With a 5-minute online rate check, you can see your rate upfront for loans between $1,000 to $50,000. You can receive funds as fast as 1 business day after accepting your loan. Find out how Upstart can lower your monthly payments today when you go to upstart.com/TMGW. That's upstart.com/TMGW. Don't forget to use our URL to let them know who sent you. Loan amounts will be determined based on your credit, income, and certain other information provided in your loan application. Go to upstart.com/TMGW.
But so anyway, her and I like had words. Like we were not in a good place, me and this girl, right?
Oh,
and
you talked
like,
to the girl. Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, and then I got petty.
Hey,
you know
look,
what I mean?
you're not a fully formed adult.
No. Exactly. You know, and I'm very bored and I fully am embarrassed of it from now. But we went and like TP'd her yard. But then we also like took mustard and like wrote something on her barn. Like this is what we're talking. But someone saw us do it in the family. But here's the kicker.
Uh-oh.
We were wearing those big Dumb and Dumber styrofoam cowboy hats.
To mask your identities? Or to make sure people knew that you were doing something scandalous, something not right.
I'm assuming to mask their identities. But like, if you saw a couple girls running through a yard, you'd be like, big deal. If you saw 3 girls running through a yard wearing 2-foot wide orange cowboy,
if I saw that, if I was even the tiniest bit stoned and I saw 3 girls in giant cowboy hats spraying mustard everywhere, I'd be like, aliens exist. And oh my God, they're doing some weird stuff.
I'd be like, they're shooting a commercial in Boonville. But so anyway, someone saw us or assumed it was us.
Yeah.
Because we're the only people who were that dumb to do it. Guess what her dad did?
Uh-oh.
Her dad sent a certified letter to each of our parents.
Like
because
rotary?
With a certified letter, you have to sign for it.
Like
no,
a
not
rotary
like,
that came and stamped it?
No, that's not called a rotary. That's called a...
What is it? What's when you get a rotary? I know that's not the right thing, but it's like a official letter or something.
Yeah. No. Certified means someone has to sign for the letter that whoever's being sent to. So that he didn't want to send it and then we intercept it and throw it in the trash. He sent it certified to our parents being like, your daughters are hellions.
Man, that's how
this and that.
adults
Like you should
prank.
be so disappointed in them. And I was like, it wasn't me. Cut to huge cowboy hat.
In the trash. Out front of your house.
Crumpled under like one Pop-Tarts wrapper.
Trying to burn it in the backyard. That's
God.
So funny. I mean, truly high schoolers and condiments or any type of groceries don't go well together.
Well, because you were going, what are my parents not going to miss? You know, my friend was like, that potato salad's been in our like garage fridge for 4 months.
Exactly. I wonder what her mom was even doing with all that potato salad.
They must have had it. I'm assuming they had it for a cookout. Then someone brought their famous potato salad. And then she was like, well, she's going to get pissed if I put out my Sam's Club potato salad.
Put it away.
Put it in the garage fridge.
Oof.
You know you were doing well if you had a garage fridge full of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Garage fridge soda?
Wow.
Forget it.
Forget it. That is so funny.
Oh, my God. Oh, I have another thing about soda.
Go for it.
I went to TJ Maxx Home Goods today.
Ooh, TJ Maxx and Home Goods, the combination?
No, it's a combo, I guess.
Wow.
I don't know. I mean, it has to be, I guess, the actual Home Goods.
The KFC Pizza Hut combo.
Yes, combination. So I went to get a couple things, one of them being free weights so I can keep working out, a yoga mat, a resistance band.
Nice.
But anyway, I am in line and there's a woman behind me with her mom and she's probably like in her early 20s. And she is talking about how her and her boyfriend have their bedside table is a mini fridge. You know?
Wow. Yeah.
No, like that used to be like a thing in college. And her mom's like, well, what are you keeping it? You know, and she was like, well, there's always at least one Coca-Cola in it because he loves Coca-Cola and like, you know.
Yeah.
And then she says, and I keep one of those cool ice packs for headaches.
Okay.
So if I go to lay down with a migraine, it's right there.
Yeah.
And she goes, and I put hyaluronic acid on my face at night. So.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, long story short, I was like, I hate the aesthetic and immaturity of a bedside table being a mini fridge, but I would love the idea of just reaching down and getting an ice cold seltzer in the middle of the night. Mm-hmm. So why don't we start making tasteful bedside tables that are also just a couple cans worth of a mini fridge built in?
They exist.
Really?
I remember I remember looking up one. I don't remember if it was a bedside table. It might have been like a coffee table situation. And it like the middle opened up and you could just have like all cool beverages and stuff in there. But I think there was also like a bedside table version of it. And I was like, this would be really fun. But it was like hundreds of dollars because it was like some prototype of something.
Oh, see, because I've seen it where, on a really fancy couch, like a lazy boy couch, what you watch the game on, like having a cooler or something. Yeah. But if it was like a tasteful, like a regular mid-century modern bedside table, but it just so happened the drawer pull is actually like a tiny fridge you can have like 4 seltzers in.
Yeah. Or even like a lamp with like a little compartment that just opens up that you have like, a few White Claws in there that you could put on a table.
Now you're getting crazy.
Now I'm making a whole bedroom line for Urban Outfitters.
Now, we just have our own line called Hidden Cans.
Hidden Cans. I think, if Urban Outfitters hasn't already done something like that, they're taking notes and making it right now.
Because when you're thirsty in the middle of the night, like I'll have a glass of water or a seltzer beside me. And I'll wake up so thirsty and I'll do the daintiest sips. Yeah. Because I know there's a chance I'm going to wake up thirsty again and I'm not going to get my blind ass up and go get something.
Yeah. You ration your water for yourself.
Truly, I'm like taking sips like I'm in the desert and this could be days.
Why haven't I just gotten myself a full water bottle for myself?
What the hell?
What's been interesting that I will put a call to action out there for anyone that knows how I can fix this. My Instagram's been broken for like almost a week now. Like I can't see.
What do you mean?
Any of my feed at all. I can't see anyone's photos. I can't see any explore page.
Have you deleted it and re-downloaded it?
So many times. I have updated all my software. I've signed out, signed back in. I've sent like to the help center, like help.
Have you clicked any porn links or anything?
No, I haven't clicked anything. And I haven't done a ton to Google how to fix it because everything I looked up loosely just said, uninstall, reinstall, update your software, blah, blah, blah. Because it's been kind of nice to not see everything.
It's an excuse. Well, I'm going to go to your Instagram right now and see if your Instagram looks weird.
I can upload stuff, but I can't see. My feed is totally blank. I can see everyone's stories, but it takes so long for it to load. I can see my DMs, and I have no explore page. I can't see anything on the explore page.
How are you going to find out how to, contour your body using...
I know. I don't
even know. My explore page...
My explore page, honestly, to be very fair, it's like the app I use the most. So at first I was fully panicked that this was happening. And then I was kind of like, maybe it'll fix itself. And in the meantime, this will help me, like a drug addict, wean off of this a little bit. But I also do feel like I'm missing everyone's stuff other than if I watch their stories.
Here's what I was considering doing, because there's no way I'm going to do like a social detox or whatever. Like it's on my phone. When I go to check my email, text, I'm going to look at it. I was thinking of instituting, and this is me being crazy, like you can look at it for 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes in the afternoon, and then like anytime after 9. Or like something to where like...
gentle limitations. That's it.
As opposed to it's always there.
I know. That's what I needed to do. That's why I'm kind of not that bothered by it being like this, because I'm not checking it at all, because it just like is annoying to look at, just a white screen. So I'm not too desperate, but if anyone out there knows what the issue is, let me know. But in the meantime, it's kind of nice to like not have the ability to look at it. Like even if I check Instagram on my computer, it won't show me my feed. and it won't show me an Explore page. Yeah, it's something on my account. It feels like when I got locked out of the Postmates account and then I just was never able to log back in.
Right, but you got to get back to Instagram. There isn't the alternate apps that does the same thing. Unless they're like dorky and Republican, like a Parler.
And that's not for me.
That's not to happening.
Second call to action, y'all. Get tickets to our live show if you haven't already.
Yes. Get tickets to our live show. I think we should do a little promo to put at the top of this. So as we said at the beginning of this, we have got dates for live shows. We are so excited. Grace and I, if you've never seen us live, like we're saying we're touring with the podcast, but it pretty much is like,
it's a comedy show.
It's like 2/3 a comedy show and 1/3 live podcast.
Yeah.
And it's starting up really soon. It's starting up in just a little over a month in the Pacific Northwest. We have got, let me try to find these dates. I believe it is.
Oh, yeah. Right, here we go.
We have got on September 15th, Portland, Oregon.
On September 16th, Seattle, Washington.
Uh-oh. I got an uncall. Should I answer it?
Yeah, go for it.
Hello? Hi, it's Millie calling from Hydro's Pest Control. Oh, hi. I got to call you back, Millie.
I couldn't hear anything.
It was... I was telling Grace this before we got on, is that I left and the girl who's subletting my house was like, there's still some fleas in here.
Oh, yeah. I thought it might have been the director calling you and being like, we've thought it over. Hey, you're in.
Gotta call you back, director. No, that was Millie from Pest Control. Oh my
wonderful.
God. The amount of hair wringing, is that the term? Hand wringing, hair pulling. It took to get that woman on the phone and get shit sorted for them to come to my house. And now she's calling me and I casually go, call you back, Millie. Oh my God. Well, speaking of pests,
there we
we're going to pester you to come to our show. September 24th, we're in Minneapolis.
And the 25th of September, Chicago, Illinois.
The 26th, Detroit.
And October 9th in Austin.
10/10, Houston, baby.
October 13th, Charlotte.
You guys, if you don't buy tickets to that, I'm going to be fucking pissed.
I know, yeah.
Just a side note. November 10th, Nashville.
And November 11th, Cincinnati.
Woohoo! We're so excited. We're starting to get the show together and figure out what it is. And
yes, you guys can go to thismightgetweird.com and all the links for tickets are up there.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, I'm exhausted.
Yeah. Well, we did it.
And it got weird.
This might get weird.